welcome back to Lighten Up. Sitting here at the chat center with my friends. I got Miss Maria Kennedy right here. That's right. I got Mr. Leroy Holness.
Yay!
Who is a bag of trouble. And I also have Miss Rachel Japola. How y'all doing this evening?
Oh,
good?
Great.
All right, so we're talking about men and the stuff that they do. And Leroy, I know you're kind of now in the middle of the beauties, right? But you know, men, it's so interesting because I'm here on this date and this guy's like looking at this woman behind me. What's up with that? Why do you guys do stuff like that? You know what I mean, ladies? Isn't that quite interesting?
It is very interesting because me, the way I look now, I'm old. But if another man looks at me, I would feel flattered, right? If he looks at another woman, I would flatter him.
If I look at the other woman, you won't know, you know. Say,
Why
oh,
would...
there, you dropped something in the while you've been.
That's how it works. You know, that's funny because I was actually at a nightclub and I was dancing with this really tall guy and he was like really being nice to me, and when I turned around there was a girl behind me that he was looking at. So I don't dance with tall men anymore for the same reason. It's like, you guys are too tricky. I mean, you're out there, the guy has a big belly, it doesn't matter. Men don't care. When it comes to how they look, they still think they're 100%. But women, for some reason, we can keep our focus on men. What's up with that, Maria? It's really crazy. I mean, what's happening with this dating thing?
I guess women are just the fairer sex in the real world. And I guess we are settlers and we're prepared to put up with more rubbish than the men are. But I think it's really funny, though, because, I mean, if I was out and I saw a rather hot-looking man passing by, I'm quite sure that my date would not approve if I was,
Right.
look at the pecs on that, baby. Whoa!
Not to say we're not thinking it.
Oh, yes, please.
But for some reason, we have a little bit more sense or manners. Well, we want dinner to be paid for. So we want to keep our focus a little bit on
focus.
on the date.
Like I'm focused on my man. We're driving in a car. I was sitting beside him, right? And then there's lady, very sexy one, jogging. The car would swerve towards the sexy lady. He's very focused, and I'm focused on him too. Another flattening.
So it looks as if the car is looking too.
And he said it's not his fault. It's the steering. There's a steering problem, something. But before we left the house, there's no problem with the steering.
That's crazy.
But now that you say that, you know, that makes me wonder that maybe, you know how the police are having a crackdown from now on drink driving? Maybe they've got their focus all wrong, and the crackdown should be on men looking at women. Then we'd have less accidents.
Well, maybe that's what's going on.
Yeah, I know that for a fact. That happened to me once.
You swerved too?
I was selling the car.
Okay.
And I went to the police station with the car, and this woman was passing by, and I was looking.
Shame.
Even another car, the guy give me back the papers and say, okay, man, I'll see you later. Keep a car.
Well, that's funny because me and my guy, we were driving in the car, and I saw this girl, like, you know, women, we know your type. So I saw this girl that looked like me, and I just waited for him to look. She was a younger version than I am, of course, because that's the thing. And so he almost drives us off the road because he looks at this girl. And I saw her first, because we always see her first. We wait. Let's see. And sure enough, like clockwork, he looks, the car swerves. And I said, you know, this is so ridiculous. Look at this. I mean, is this really necessary? You know what he said? I didn't even look at that girl in the brown pants. I didn't mention her pants color.
Sometimes you don't even look. I was on the phone talking to one of my workers, this girl, you know, from Dominica. And she was telling me that she wasn't feeling well. So I was on the phone saying, okay, baby, don't worry. All of a sudden, someone, baby, don't worry. So she's your baby now?
That's right. Yeah, we don't understand that. We don't understand you calling other women baby and sweetie and all that. That's not something. If you're calling other people other than us baby and sweetie, we got a problem. We could talk about this all night, but we got some more stuff coming up on Lighten Up. You guys want to stay tuned because we have Jigs J. You don't want to miss him. We'll be right back.